Hello there, podcasters, face boogers, and YouTubers. You're not watching the Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Ellen, or Jimmy Colbert show. No, you're watching the right show. I'm your host, Kvon, and today's episode is unlike any other. We talk about the important things that the mainstream media will not touch. Biden falls again. This time it was a black sandbag who took him down. Next, PrimeTime Alex Stein, a good friend of mine, goes to Target to tuck his junk. We move right along with Mexicans saying, yes, we can. We learn how to become a victim. And we end with not one, not two, not three, but 4 Kvon comedy clips. It's all happening right here, right now on The Right Show. Here we go. The Right Show has been cleverly described as a support group for normal people. We get together here once a week, then you find out my tour dates, and then we pack the house, and we're starting to build a nice little movement here. If you leave a comment, I put it in the comments section. I put it up on the screen so you can see people just saying hi. Lynn Purcell saying, hi, Joseph. Now we can all say hi, Joseph. Okay? You've got someone saying woot, woot. I mean, this is high-level stuff, folks. So join us. Put your stuff here. Long time no see. Much love from San Diego. You're going to be happy to hear we just added a San Diego show at the American Comedy Company in the Gaslamp District, August 13th weekend. I believe it's on that Sunday. So this is what I'm talking about, folks. That's why we gather here. Now, let's get into the funny business here. I just got back from Naples, Florida, and they gave me a show on a weekend. I worked very hard to get a weekend show. There is an asterisk next to it. I want you to watch what happened at the Naples show. Naples gave me a weekend show, but there is a little asterisk. Take a look here. Off the Hook Comedy Club right here is a place I've been coming for 14 years. And so I would just do like Tuesday nights and then Wednesdays. And as you work your way up in the comedy world, they start giving you weekends. So this is my first time ever on a Saturday here. Make some noise. You guys came out first time ever Saturday. It is Saturday at 4 p.m. We understand that. This guy makes you work for it, okay? But I believe with enough hard work, keep making the world laugh, keep showing up, keep putting videos online, one day I will perform at 6 p.m. in Naples. I will make that happen. I hope you're all there for that when that finally happens. And man, it's going to be great. Golf carts pulling up outside. Hot 70-year-old ladies like, oh, I can't wait to see this guy. I heard so many good things about him. I can't wait to see this guy. I've heard so many great things. That's what we're hoping for. The comment section is blowing up. Look at you guys saying hi to each other. This might be a place where you just say hi to each other, and I'm just here in the background. Hi, Kvon. Please start posting all your previous Trump versus Biden past posts, or tell me how to find them. Those are all on youtube.com/KvonComedy and facebook.com/KvonComedy. And you can type in Trump versus Biden. And we're going to have to go through it all over again. Those videos will get a resurgence because of what's about to come. Another election. Here we are. This is episode 112. All the numbers are moving upwards. That is a great direction. I want to know where you live. Put it in the comments. I might be doing a show there. We're going to go through all your comments and figure out where do you live. All right, let's take a look at my newest t-shirt line. Pho, Vietnamese soup, which I need now because my voice is going out a little bit. So if I had some pho, that would help me. Here is my favorite food made into a joke, made into merchandise.
During the pandemic, they shut down a lot of these restaurants. I was like, I have an idea for a Vietnamese restaurant. We would make it a drive-through only Vietnamese restaurant. Drive-through only, you take the ingredients, you eat them at home. I already got the name picked out. Go pho yourself. Politicians like, you're not essential. Go pho yourself. We open. Vietnamese, that's my favorite kind of Asian. You know why I like Vietnamese? Because the food is delicious. They have a soup. It's spelled P-H-O. You ever heard of that soup? Yep. When I went there, first time, I go, can I try your pho? The lady's like, it's not pho, it's pho. Then I realized the name of her restaurant was hilarious. It was Good For You. I'm like, damn, that's funny, man. I was like, this is good for me. That's good. But then I started looking for Vietnamese food all around the world. I went to Las Vegas. I kid you not, there's a lady there named Kim Long. So she opened her own restaurant and named it after herself. It's called Pho Kim Long. Accident? I don't know. Pho yourself.
All right, so those shirts are actually on tour with me. You can get them on teespring.com/GOPHO. GoFa. However, I'm bringing them on the road as well. And oh my goodness, people, let me get 2. Let me get 1 for my cousin. My uncle loves pho. Give me 3 larges. So it's been really good. And it's helping me so I don't have to fly Spirit Airlines anymore. Thank you so much. That, in my opinion, is a big, big win. Yes. Okay. Moving right along. PrimeTime Alex Stein is a friend of mine. Hey, that rhymed too. Maybe I could rap with the guy. He went to Target and noticed there was a display for children's clothing with an extra crotch room to tuck your junk into the pouch so that little boys could be told by their mom it's okay, mostly moms shop at Target, to buy this women's swimsuit and tuck your junk in it and look like a girl for the day. Well, PrimeTime Stein doesn't just say, oh, I don't approve of that. He goes, okay, I approve of that so much, I'm going to run around Target. I'm going to wear the tuck your junk outfit and ask the employees all about it. He takes whatever the crazy left are doing, he embraces it, and then he amplifies it times 10. Go.
This is not, you guys see this? It's tuck friendly. You see? Extra tuck. It's awesome. Yeah, I saw it on TikTok too.
We're at Target, checking out their Tuck Friendly Pride collection. That's right, guys. Extra crotch coverage, Tuck Friendly construction. Thank you, Target.
No, it
I don't
is.
think this is the tucking one.
Yeah, it is. Look.
Tuck friendly construction. Okay, well, let's see how tuck friendly it is.
And well, you can.
Wow, it's so tuck friendly. It's nice to the. Let's come in. I love the tuck friendly bathing suit. It hides all of it. Look, I got. This is nice. You guys see this? It's tuck friendly. You see? Extra tuck. It's awesome. Yeah, I saw it on TikTok too. This is extra strap right here. It just looks so good. But you can't even see it, guys. It's like, this is the best tuck friendly construction I've ever seen. You see this? Target is so progressive. I love it. Thank you, Target. I just feel like I could run. I could exercise in this. This is what I'm talking about. You can train in this thing. I'm all tucked in. We're getting it. Can't wait to wear this around the pool.
No, my eyes. I love you, PrimeTime Stein, but you did not tuck your junk properly. You're supposed to put it all the way to the back and clench your butt cheeks to hold it in. And if it's still flopping out like mine's really big, then you need not duct tape, but dick tape. I use Gorilla dick tape when I do that. All right, folks, when we come back, that's TMI, more from The Right Show, TRS, right after this. Let's catch up in the comments and see what's going on. I wonder if he tucked his Carlson. You know, you got to put the banana to the back door. They said Walmart didn't get the same backlash because Walmart didn't say to tuck your junk into your gash. All right. Too funny. You can't, once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Thank you for the comments. That's what keeps this show going. Mexicans never take no for an answer. So here we have Mexicans saying, yes, we can. Si se pueda. Take a look at what they're doing at the border wall under, of course, Joe Biden. And adios! They are now in the interior of the United States. Now, we don't know if they're just coming here, as the Democrats say, to make up the hotel room and pick fruit. Democrats are racist, so they say that. Or are they coyotes? Are they people who have been previously deported? It doesn't matter to Joe Biden, because what he saw were 3 new voters coming over the wall illegally, and he's not going to stop it. So that's what's happening right here and right now in the United States of Americana. We have some comments here. Jill says, Kvon, you're funnier when you aren't political. Your dating jokes about men and women are A+. Well, I've been doing comedy for 16 years. How many years of jokes about men and women do you want to hear before you've heard enough? I have to live my life and tell jokes and do comedy as a career. So I don't just sit here and go, what would make Jill happy today? I have millions of fans. Some only like my Dr. Anthony Fauci jokes. Some only like my Donald J. Trump jokes. Folks, these are some of my greatest jokes, the biggest, best jokes I've ever told, believe me. Other people like when I make fun of my dad, Persian food, and of course, internet, social issues, all that. So with that said, please understand that our job is much more difficult than the average job, okay? We have to make people laugh all over the world. The world! All over the world, folks. All over the world. All right, we're moving right along, catching up in a few comments. Kvon, I love your Trump impression. Kvon, I love your political jokes. I love all your jokes. So what we have here, Jill, is we have a menu, okay? And here's the dollar menu is all the dating jokes. Please go watch those. And then over here is on the next page is the political jokes, and then the social issues, and then jokes about Persians. So find something on the menu and share those jokes so we can all laugh together. It's really, really fun when we can do that. All right. Speaking of politics, Democrats teach their voters that they're victims. The more you can teach someone they're a victim, the more they kind of shrivel up. They're scared. They can't really overcome negativity and adversity, and then they're beholden to looking to someone to protect them. So if you can convince someone they're a victim, they lash out, they get angry, they're worse off, and then they need to vote Democrat forever. Take a look at this person describing how that process works in real life.
They did an experiment with a group of women, and they put scars on their faces, and they told these women that they're going into a job interview, and the purpose of the experiment is to find out whether people with facial disfigurements face discrimination. They showed them the scars in the mirror. The women saw themselves with these scars, and as they led them out of the room, they said, we're just going to touch it up a little bit. And as they touched it up, they removed the scarring completely. So the women went into the job interview thinking that they are scarred, but actually being their normal selves. And the result of the experiment is that those women then came back reporting massively increased level of discrimination. Indeed, many of them came back with comments that the interviewer had made that they felt were referencing their facial disfigurements. And this is why I think this ideology of victimhood is so dangerous, because if you preach to people constantly that we're all oppressed, then that primes people to look for that.
Wow. Did you hear what was just said? They told women they put a scar on their face. They took them to a mirror and showed them a scar. You have a scar. Now, let's touch up your makeup. They wiped it off. Then they sent the women into job interviews. And the women came back like, they're not going to hire me. They're disrespecting me. They're racist. They're anti-this. They're anti-Scarface. It turns out they had wiped the scar off. So these people went out into the world thinking they had a problem that they didn't really have. Does that sound like anyone to you? What does Joe Biden say every time he gets on stage? Hey, black people, white supremacy is the biggest problem affecting you all today.
Stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
And they're going to put you all back in chains. Not a joke.
Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
Come on, man. Corn Pop was a friend of mine. So that's what's going on. That is the psychosis. That is what they're doing to you. Black America, it's time you step up and say, hell no to Joe. We'll be right back with the Ho La Mo. Joe Biden fell down again. Every time we watch this guy, he falls down. Now, I believe the Lord is involved because everything happens in threes in the Bible. And Joe Biden fell up the stairs. He fell off a bicycle. And this time, a Marine saluted and the wind knocked Joe over. That's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So keep that in mind when you watch this clip. Big time viral. The media is trying to suppress it. So share this a lot. So we don't care if CNN shows it or not. We're going to show it here. Look at that. I could watch that again and again. In fact, watch the head of the United States military, the president of the United States, and then how his subordinates feel about this. She's just going to turn around and walk away like, didn't see anything. That was like from the sitcom Friends, the way she just took off. Watch it again. Can't believe it. Thank you for your service. I salute that soldier. Hilarious. Now, I've already been making fun of Joe Biden falling up and down the stairs. And so I made it into this very interesting clip. But take a look at this right here. Fresh off of his fall onto the ground, Joe Biden bonks his head on a helicopter getting out. This guy is not long for this earth. So I've been making fun of this guy for so long. My comedy, which is from a year ago, is still current today because it keeps happening. Take a look.
My first show back in Houston, I just ran up the stairs like, oh, at least I didn't fall up the stairs. Everybody laughed. It was cool. Everybody laughed except one guy just staring at me, big old cowboy hat. And then he goes, Joe Biden didn't fall up the stairs. I go, yes, he did, sir. I saw the video. No, he didn't. Then he said the funniest thing. He goes, he was pushed by Jesus. I did not see that one coming. I was like, okay, sir.
Pushed by Jesus. Praise the Lord. And he's going to push him again. I guarantee it. It's time to get into some comedy now. There are gamers. I had no idea this was happening. There are gamers who play video games, but also play their favorite comedy clips. And then they show their favorite comedian's comedy clip while they play their favorite game. I got picked a few times. I captured one. I want you to see a gamer, I had no idea, that's sharing this with his Twitch or online streaming community with my comedy clip while he's playing like Mario Kart or something. Take a look.
The other day I laughed at something I probably shouldn't have. I was on the treadmill jogging and there was a Mexican guy next to me on the treadmill. Going to leave the gym, threw his backpack on, 3 oranges fell out. I thought it was hilarious. My friend said, why are you laughing? I go, Mexican guy had oranges in his backpack. He said, that's racist. Ooh, when that word comes out, I have to defend myself immediately. I said, it's not racist and I can prove it. I would have laughed no matter what came out of anybody's backpack. I go, if he'd been Hawaiian and 3 pineapples flew out, that would have been funny too. He could have been Irish, that would have been even better. 3 potatoes came out, I'd just be dodging them all like that. Ah! I think we all have our own backpack and we could just laugh about what's in it. We got Italian people here tonight, what would come out of our Italian friends' backpack? Meatballs, spaghetti, handgun, forget about it, whatever, you know? We got Asian people, what comes out of our Asian friends' backpack? It's rice, sushi, I was thinking homework and calculators, okay guys? The funniest one I thought of is a Russian dude. We all know what come out of a Russian dude's backpack. Not vodka, smaller Russian guy with even smaller backpack would fly out.
Hey, thank you, gaming community. I know that's a whole world I haven't really delved into, but if you guys like my comedy, I like your video game playing. The guy driving that car was having a tough time. He was driving as if it was like Joe Biden at the wheel, but at least he took the time to edit funny little video clips and photos to go with my comedy and his video game playing. Just no more drinking and driving, sir, but thank you for sharing my stuff. We'll see you with a whole lot more right after this. Okay, so we are now at another portion of the show, which I like to call lip sync laughter. There's people on TikTok who take your audio and then just act out or reenact your clip while they move their mouth. And it's very funny, very interesting, very hard to describe. Just watch lip sync comedy. And if you guys are big TikTokers or Instagrammers, do this and send it to me. I'll share it on my page, get you more views. And I get to see how great your talent is at making the lip sync thing happen. Take a look.
I don't want to make fun of groups that are marginalized. Like, I don't make fun of, like, Leah Thomas. You guys know the girl swimmer who was a man last year? Well, last year was a man, worst swimmer in America. This year, she's the #1 swimmer in college sports. But I don't make fun of that because that is some low-hanging fruit, if you know what I don't do that. Instead, I use my comedy and my time up here to spread love, understanding, and maybe a compromise. And here's my compromise for all the people on different sides of the aisle. Why don't we have men's sports for men, women's sports for women, and then a new category for the new category. See what they can do. Yeah. I already picked out a name. The X-Men. Now. And then at the store, we don't want to make anyone feel bad, so we could have duct tape, and then for the Democrats, dick tape. I mean, we could have something.
Thank you for sharing your talent combined with my talent and making a multi-talent, the X-Men. Folks, we're having too much fun. Now, these are older comedy clips, and I'm so glad you shared, but this week, I shared a comedy clip from my new comedy special. And I hope every one of you will go online and just buy it. You know, we've got, by the time this airs, 1,000 people, 2,000, 3,000 people will watch this. If 3,000 people buy my new comedy special, that helps me make my next one. Now, they're only $12 each, and it's a lot better than supporting Netflix. Ping, ow. For $12, you go on and you get an hour of jokes that you've never seen before and that no one has really put on TikTok, Instagram yet. And I'm going to start cutting them up eventually, but I want you to see the special, and it's called Essential. Because the radical left called me non-essential for 2 years, and they sent me a $600 stipend check every 6 months. That'll keep him quiet. Oh no, I'm taking the power back. Just like some people say words that have been used to discriminate their people. Essential. That's my word now. I don't want to hear nobody say the word essential. If you do say essential, don't be adding the AL, because that's the part that hurt my feelings. I'm essential now. So go online and pick this up if you like this clip.
And some people that are born and raised in America, they don't even appreciate it as much. And that really bothers me when I see like a celebrity on TV hating on the country. The one that really pissed me off the most was Megan Rapinoe. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Yeah, I'll explain. Megan Rapinoe is like a soccer player. She's got like pink and purple hair. And this is what messed me up. She went to the White House. I've never been. And she got to meet the president. I never got to do that. And she went on TV at the president's house and was like, this country's never been fair for people like me. Because she's like LGBTQIA+. And I'm like, but you're at the White House. You got all this. And I looked it up. She gets paid to play soccer. $3 million for playing soccer, you guys. Not even real soccer. Women's soccer. That's awesome! The Karens will come for me for that joke. They will. Just so you know, like that's gonna come. You know, they might even Will Smith me while I'm up here. Just hit me. Go back and sit down. Keep Megan Rapinoe name out your mouth. Keep Megan Rapinoe name out your mouth. Not as peaceful as they say they are. I am not anti-Megan Rapinoe. I'm pro-USA. That's what it comes down to. Yep. It's a beautiful place. An amazing country where you can play soccer and not only make $3 million, which she does, she also has sponsorships she does not deserve. She got paid $1 million from Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret paid her $1 million. That's right. And if you've seen her body, she has no secrets. Let's be real. I have bigger secrets than Megan Rapinoe, if anyone wants to know. Right here. Sir, you got some bigger boobies than Megan right there. Yeah, hell yeah. You too. You got some big old boobies right there. Yeah. We should be angels. That's diversity. Diversity. Yes, diversity. Make us angels. We'll pull the thing up and we'll walk. We will do it. I looked it up. She gets paid $3 million a year from Subway sandwiches for a woman that does not want a foot long in her mouth. I'm just saying, she wants to eat fresh, but not like that. She should be sponsored by Arby's. That's all I'm saying. Arby's. Roast beef.
So that is so much fun. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Right Show. We have time for one more comedy clip. This comes from last night. Now, before I tell you about last night's show, I want you to come to my next shows. So please tell your friends about these cities. They are all listed right here, right now on The Right Show. The cities coming up, I'm going to throw them on the screen so you can take a look. And it looks a little something like this. I'll read them quickly, and we'll play the last clip. We got Brea, California, Oxnard, Monterey, California, San Francisco, Minneapolis, Phoenix. Okay? Phoenix. Then we got Austin, Dallas, Vancouver, Raleigh, Washington, D.C., St. Louis, Indianapolis, and Edmonton. And we just added San Diego, which I've been told means something from Ron Burgundy. All right, last comedy clip. This is from last night in Huntington Beach. It's going viral. Please go on my Instagram and share it. We want to get 1 million.
It's tough being single now because the main way to meet people is on those apps. You go on an app and you start looking for someone, and then you have to meet that weirdo on a date. Married people, you don't know. It could be somebody else sitting there on the date. You could get tricked. There's a term for it. It's called catfish. It's happened to me. Yeah, well, it was the same girl. She just gained a bunch of weight. So I call it a blowfish, but it's still a problem. I was thinking, there's so many things that can go wrong on these dates. You could show up and she's wearing way too much makeup. Clownfish, right? Yeah. You could show up and it's a dude sitting there. Swordfish. You know what? Yes. It could happen. They're all on plentyoffish.com. You could match with a white girl. You show up expecting a white girl. It's a black girl. Little Mermaid. There's nothing wrong, it's just shocking.
Nothing wrong with it. It's just a little shocking. I thought that was pretty fun. So anyway, that I uploaded an hour ago, and we already have 15,000 views on Instagram. You might think that's not a lot. In an hour, it is. By this time tomorrow, now this is Sunday, whenever you're watching this, doesn't matter, it's Sunday. So by Monday, this thing should have 500,000 views. We're going to go viral. Let's do that. Folks, thank you for tuning in to the Riggedy Right Show. We tell truth through comedy. Freedom of speech is under attack thanks to Biden and big tech and, of course, big target. So tuck your junk, then untuck it, say puck it. Let's go out, have a good time. Come to the comedy shows. The live shows are so fun. Give this podcast 5 stars. If you're just listening to it, there is a link there in the description. You could be watching. A lot of visuals here. And thank you for tuning in. Also, thank you to Sugar Dad. I don't know if you guys saw that, but you can leave little tips in the bucket. You can do that on GoFundMe.com/Kvon Comedy. You could leave a tip several different ways. Venmo at KVON-KVON. The guy's so nice, they named him twice. But look at Sugar Dad right here. Throwing $40 in the bucket because I made him laugh 40 times today. So if I made you laugh that many times, do it too. Let's give you a little cha-ching. And each and every one of you, every time you give me $1 or $2, I just put it back in my advertisements to let people know I'm coming to your town. And then we're packing the comedy clubs more and more. 150, 200-seat comedy clubs, full. Can we go to theaters next? 600, 800? Do we have the power to go 4X on the crowd size? I think so, because we're doing 2 and 3 nights and getting 200 people per night. Times 3, that's 600 people. If we increase the advertising budget, let people know we're in town, and we get a one-nighter, we can get 600, 800, 1,000 to come in one night. That is the future goal. That's where we're headed, and I'm just saying it out loud so that we can get there together. And it all happens from this podcast. This is where we all get together once a week, and then we go from there. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week on The Right Show, and of course, one of the upcoming tour dates on KVONcomedy.com. See you next time.